Welcome. Episode 73, I believe.
Getting on up there.
How are you doing, Dray?
I am good. Very relaxed 3-day weekend, so can't complain.
I hope that everyone that is listening or viewing this is in good spirits. If you're a part of our new YouTube family, you haven't seen us in just about a month.
Damn, it's been that long.
Yeah, like,
Jesus.
we went on a whole cruise and then we didn't post any video content. We did audio.
I blame you.
It's my fault. I already done told y'all, if ever you don't hear us consistently on a Monday at 7 p.m., I'm the problem. And as we record this, it's a Monday and we're late, okay? Anywhoots, I am doing well. Dray here done came down with some cooties.
I ain't got nothing.
And he has passed it along to me.
Don't blame that on me.
And I'm trying to...
I'm feeling fine.
Yeah. He over here coughing. He does not feel fine.
No, I'm not coughing.
Oh, okay. These are the lies that are consistently being told. So, Dray, I'll go ahead and open this up.
Oh, you did say you have some questions from me.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I just want y'all to know that Jack, myself, I think of crazy stuff all the time. I couldn't go to sleep one day last week. Woke up like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Came up with this question.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather use my toothbrush or my washcloth? I've already used both.
You use both.
And you coming right in after me. Would you use the toothbrush or my washcloth?
Probably the washcloth.
And why?
Because the washcloth, I'll probably just wash my body with it, and soap cleans itself. I don't know. I'm just going with the washcloth.
Okay. So I don't think there's a right or wrong answer because both of them are equally disturbing if you ask me.
Although I'll probably use both at one point in time since we've been together.
You've used my toothbrush?
Probably so. I'm pretty sure I have.
Oh gosh, that's concerning. Well, I asked a couple of my friends. Of course, I got mixed answers. Me personally,
Playboy, I don't give
I knew you was gonna say it. That's why I paused. It's strange because I want to say probably your toothbrush over your washcloth.
Why?
I don't know. I know there's bacteria in your mouth and you're cleaning it, but for some reason that washcloth, like you wiping the crack of your tail with it, and you want me to take that and put it on me?
Well, yeah, what I'm saying, but you cleaning the cloth as you're
until some Clorox hit that cloth, it's not clean again. Yeah. I don't even use my same washcloth a second time. You know what I'm saying? So like to use somebody else's just feels really awkward. However, to use your toothbrush feels awkward too. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do either, but if I had to choose, I'm definitely gonna go with the toothbrush. You're gonna go with the wash rag. It's great. So this past week, I got to go to my final week of something called the Leadership Institute. It's like sharpening your leadership skills. While we were there, we had a cookout because we were the end of the program. Let's cook out. So some guy grilled or smoked. He did something with a brisket.
Right.
However you prepare brisket is what he done or what he did. I ain't never had no brisket. And
I'm pretty sure you have.
I have?
Yes.
I don't remember it.
You eat briskets from Carolina barbecue.
Carolina? City barbecue?
City barbecue, yeah.
I eat their ribs.
No, you've had brisket though.
Okay. Apparently I'm not really a fan because it's not that memorable to me, but everybody was hooping and hollering about this brisket. So I walk into like the little mesh hall where we were having dinner. And I was like, I don't, he was like, what cut of meat do you want? Sir, I'm confused because just cut me a piece of the brisket and hand it here. He says, well, it's a wet side and a dry side.
Oh, see, I don't know about all
Do
that.
what? So he was like, I can just hand you a piece, but some people have a preference. So apparently the wet side has more fat on it, more fat content, and the dry side is less fat content. He was like, don't worry about it, I'm gonna give you both. He hands me both, and I sit down and I begin to eat.
I take it you didn't like it.
I did not appreciate, and I do apologize for this phone just tinkling-a-linging, but I did not like the wet side because it didn't seem like it had no meat on it. It was a lot of fat content. The dry side, while I could taste the flavoring, it was just dry meat.
But it was pork though, right?
Can brisket be pork or beef?
Brisket? I don't know, to be honest.
I thought it just came from a cow. I don't know. I have no idea what I ate. I do know it was a brisket, but I don't know where no brisket come from. Chat GTP it real quick, because we got to figure this thing out. What the heck was I out here eating? Brisket. What animal does the brisket come
I'm
from?
pretty sure it's...
You say pork? I say beef. Like when I looked at it, it didn't look like pork. I don't know.
Oh, no, it's the cow. Brisket is a cut of beef from the breast or lower chest of a cow.
So we just over eating cow titties.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. And this is why I didn't like it.
People eat cow tail, so, and you call it oxtail, so.
Yeah, and that's good. But anywho, so.
Well, why didn't you like it though? I mean, is it more tender?
The dry part, I could taste the flavoring. It was okay. And I try to tell them I'm not a meat person. Like, I don't like heavy meats.
Right.
Give me chicken, fish, shrimp, I'm all right.
But you eat steak?
I do every now and then. That's not, if I go somewhere, I'm not asking for a steak. That's not like my cut of choice. I don't, But anywho's. So they made up this whole thing about why I did not like the wet versus the dry. The conversation was super inappropriate. I think I actually talked to you partially whenever we were having this discussion, because I was like, they got me over eating wet and dry brisket. Did you remember that at all? But it was hilarious. Anywho's. So if you guys know anything about brisket, inform me, because I think the difference is just that the fat content is higher. Overall, he did a wonderful job executing this brisket. It just ain't something that I actually enjoyed. And so I ended up eating baked beans.
And no meat?
I was like, nah. That was the only meat we had. But anywho, do you have any questions?
On the
I still
brisket?
have more, but I feel like I'm talking a whole lot.
Go ahead. Go right ahead. What else you got?
The other day, 3 a.m. I wake up and I said, if the rapture takes place while I'm up, am I just going to transcend or elevate off the ground? Like, do I hover
now, for people
and take off?
Don't know, what exactly is the rapture?
The rapture is when Jesus is coming back for his saints. Okay? And our plans to be in the number.
So if people...
I don't know about you. Our plans to be in the number.
So if people are still alive and he come back, your question is, would you...
Are we going to elevate to him like...
I don't know.
Or do we just... Like we fall asleep real fast? Or
I imagine we'll wake up like we will turn into something like The Walking Dead, and we'll just start jumping, following his... Whoa.
And this is why I know you ain't going with the king, because why is we turning to zombies?
I don't know,
but real life, while I'm joking about it, I read the Bible, and it's not really clear on
I don't think it mentions anything about the
It do talk about the rapture and the resurrection of Christ.
You're right.
It's just not clear about when it says we gonna meet up with him. How is we gonna is a bus gonna come? Or what is the mode of transportation?
And then the better question is, what's gonna happen to the people who got cremated? Are they ashes gonna just all of a sudden...
Cause my daddy gonna want to be with the Lord.
Right.
And we done spread him all
Like,
across the... Baby,
listen,
my daddy is
you
in
had
every
to
place.
Get some from the ocean, from the backyard, from every
And
which
so
way.
then, for the people who not gonna meet up with him, are they just watching people transcend?
Dang, where the
Are
hell
they
y'all going?
watching the ashes being collected?
Where's y'all going?
Are they like? I don't know what happened, but while laying in that bed, that was the conversation I had with myself. And ChatGTP could not help me because it kept giving me Bible verses, and I didn't want the Bible verses. I literally
You
want
ain't
to
talking
know.
to it right then.
Oh, I gotta ask the right
yeah.
question. Okay. So if y'all want to weigh in on
What
this
do you
discussion,
think is gonna happen?
this is gonna be a Facebook poll. Do you think we're gonna just fall asleep and we're gonna wake up?
No,
with
I'm
the
asking
Lord?
you, Jack.
Or are we going to elevate up to the heavens? I say elevation. We're gonna transcend.
I don't think we're gonna elevate
above.
because he gotta have a speech to the people who going to hell. Say, wait, y'all can't come.
No, that's whenever. So I thought it was the rapture and then Judgment Day. And on Judgment Day, that's when he was like, "Depart from me. I do not know you."
So the rapture gonna happen first?
I don't know. I gotta
That
go
don't
look
make
that
sense.
up now. Okay, so now I gotta go read the Bible.
Yeah, that don't make sense. Because otherwise.
And then my next question is, how do? And this is where.
And then there's a part of the Bible that says something about the people who didn't make it the first go round get a second chance or something.
Yes, because there is a second coming of Christ.
Right.
Okay, so I asked somebody in my classroom, Joe, like, how I know that the Bible you were taught is the Bible that I was taught? Because
I ain't gonna part
all
my
of
lips.
us ain't.
I ain't gonna
All of
part
us ain't
my
acting
lips.
Christ-like, and I don't think y'all learned from the same book that I learned from.
Oh, they did.
I don't think they did.
They did.
Then why they act like that? Okay. We ain't gonna ask Dray. We're gonna ask y'all. It's gonna be a poll on Facebook because what? I'm confused. All right. On to my next question of the day.
On to the next one.
Do you know who Paul Pierce is?
No, I have no idea.
No, tell me who he is. Hey, don't he play basketball?
No, he's retired. He used to play for the Boston. He was
Boston Celtics, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I thought. I'm
The
not
truth.
completely off because I like the Boston Celtics. I was like, I think I know
we
this
was
man.
looking at we was loving the Boston Celtics during that time in college. He
Now,
was
first
playing
of all,
there.
when we was loving,
Well,
it
we
sounds
still
like we
do.
fell out of love because
Well,
I'm still in love with
I'm
the
kind
team.
of towards Indiana now. I'm hoping they make the finals. But go ahead.
Anywho, Paul Pearson got up here and said that marriage is not beneficial to men. It's only beneficial for poor people and old people. And I hope that I'm quoting him correctly, but that's what I got out of what he said. Like, marriage is only beneficial for old people, like the elderly, poor people, and that overall, marriage does not benefit the man. Now, I take a whole nother stance on this and say, while it does benefit old people and poor people,
Right.
I think that marriage is very beneficial to men.
Well, so that depends. If you are a couple where the man does the heavy footing and the woman is a stay-at-home mom, or just stay at home, children or no children, stay at home, and he goes to work and he's paying all the bills, then to me there's no benefit to him because I can do that.
What if he loves her and wants her to be around?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's cool, but to me, I can do that my damn self without y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Who's gonna take care of your emotional needs?
What you mean?
Emotionally, as a man, do you not need?
That's what they made strippers house for.
No, strippers take care of your sexual needs. Who's taking care of your emotional needs? Who's checking in with you mentally? Who's there for you?
I don't
Who is
know.
your friend?
I am not single. I don't know, Jack.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I think that marriage does benefit
You
men
might be right.
when it's done the correct
It benefit
way.
me. It benefit me.
Now, if we're not even talking about sex, because again, sex can be done between you and a hooker, you and a hoe, you and anybody. But emotionally and mentally, who is doing these things? Who is your friend? Who is your
Maybe you can have a friend without being married though.
You can, okay. So
So-
and all these friends can be your mental
Right.
check-in and your emotional
Right.
stability and all these things without you being married.
Right. I don't know.
I guess. Okay. But this is what I'm going to say. Because I can speak for me and you. Me and you is married. And I benefit from this marriage. You do a lot of the financial footing. But without me,
Right.
you wouldn't. You gonna make it. I'll give you 6 months.
I
give
would
you
say
3.
this.
I give you 3 months, and at 4 months, you're gonna be like, somebody gotta come. What is happening?
If we
to
were
me?
to get divorced, I would never get married again. I would be single.
Oh yeah,
I
I know you would, but I don't know how you would survive though.
No, I could survive by myself.
Who is cleaning your house?
I could do. So when you're the only person that have to do it, you do.
Oh, so you can do these
I
things.
can
You
do
just
it.
choose not to do these.
I don't
things
choose not to, but I do every
Who
now and
helping
then.
with them kids? Because I was gone for 1 week and you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
Call
have to
on
move
them.
my parents in.
Call on them.
I'm gonna move my parents in.
They're not coming.
Nah, they gonna have to do
They're
something.
not. So what's your next option?
Nah, I would have I would have to take care of
Oh,
them.
you're gonna be stressed.
I'd be stressed. Head full of gray hair.
I just saying, give me my props.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I kind of see what he's saying. I'm not completely against what Paul Pierce said.
I don't think what he said is a bad thing.
Yeah.
People is taking it. I don't.
It's like clickbait, you know. They put it up there. It's like, oh my gosh, he said that. Is he married? I don't even know if the man married.
I don't know.
But if
Probably
he
not.
is, like, I know his wife.
Not
was
making
like,
that statement.
You ready to pop? No,
What?
because married men, y'all say some stuff. Sometimes you be like, reel it back in. Let me get ready to pop you real quick. And then who you gonna? Because you can't just do some of this stuff.
What?
Like, you know, you can do certain things with your husband or wife that you don't do with friends.
Oh yeah.
And I ain't talking about sex. Like,
yeah.
you know, who I just passed
Intimate
gas
stuff.
around.
Intimate stuff. Yeah.
You know, hey, my legs was chafing, and I think I got this little spot on my
Right
leg
on
that
it.
I
In
throw my
between
leg
the
up,
thighs.
you know?
Yeah.
Who gonna look at these things? Can you help me pop this pimple? It happens to be on my buttocks. Like,
I mean, those
as a
are some
husband
of
and
the.
wife, we don't even think about these things. Like, they be like, "You grossed out?" No, you just do it and move. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if a friend asked me to do that, I'd be like, "If you don't get your tail to the urgent care, not looking at your hind parts." I don't know, but I digress. Okay, so moving along here because I have a couple more topics.
What you got?
I know we covered this before, but somebody made me come back to it.
What's that?
The Negroes versus the gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this a hard concept? What did we settle on?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but somebody was like, you know, what is it, 10,000 men? No, 100 men and one gorilla.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the power of a gorilla.
Yeah.
And yes, the gorilla, there are going to be some casualties.
Yeah.
The gorilla is going to take out at least 40. I say 40. But by the time he done slung and turned 40 men every which way but loose, I'm hoping that 60 have come up with a plan.
So we're talking about 100 able-bodied, healthy men who aren't scared. Even
if you are scared, if y'all locked in an arena somewhere, you got to act.
No, I'm saying, so I'm talking about the men who see the first 15 get slaughtered and they just take off running. I'm not talking about them.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about who's in it to win it.
Yeah.
If we got 100 solid one of them, the gorilla's going down. I don't care what
You're
you say.
going to tire this thing
The gorilla
out.
is going down.
Now, on the flip side, people make the argument, and I understand they make the argument. Gorillas, cheetahs, the wildlife, their only objective is to kill.
Yeah.
Like, you're over here messing with something. Speaking of which, side note, have you seen the video of that damn deer giving this woman the business in the bushes?
Go back, stay on topic.
I'm going to stay on topic, but I got to show you the video. If y'all haven't seen it, I hope y'all find the deer. Just type in
Stay
deer.
on topic.
No,
Jesus.
Type in the deer fighting the woman in the bushes. It's hilarious. But anyways, okay. So if the animal, the gorilla's only objective is to, like, he eats, sleep, and he hunts, like, and he feels threatened, of course, he's going to fight to the death. And humans do have a disadvantage because sometimes we'll get to the kill moment and we back off because whatever reason, like, I can't do it.
We're not going to do that.
No gorilla's going to do that. But my argument is, if you are fighting a gorilla and you get down to the kill moment, you be like, oh, I can't do it. You have lost your mind because he's going to wake up and kill you.
I don't think the gorilla has the stamina to withstand 100 men either.
Yes.
Like, it's a lot of things that are going on. Yes, we know the bite power,
the jaw,
power.
Like
we know all that about the gorilla.
I get it.
And I understand that
all
that's taken into factor. We just said it's going to be about 30 to 40 casualties.
Yeah. So at
the end,
15 is dead, and the other out of the 40 is going to be injured severely. Yeah. But baby, he not taking down all 100.
He not taking out 100.
It's not happening.
I don't see that.
And so it was very funny because somebody put this in a simulator, and they ran the simulator through like this AI machine. And of the 100 times that they did this scenario, the gorilla ended up dying in every scenario. Like, y'all, it's not that hard. Like, you telling me you gonna let a gorilla? Now, I just want to say, if I was in the number, I ain't a man, but if I was and I'm fighting this gorilla, do you not know how traumatic that would be to see like 15 people just get slaughtered by a darn gorilla? Like, and I'd probably be nervous as hell. But you know you ready to take me out of here?
That's why I say it depends on who you got in that ring with the gorilla. If you got them folks gonna take off and run as soon they see 2 or 3 men, get on out of here, you're not gonna win.
If you in the back and you number like 67, y'all better have come up with a plan. Hey, we gonna distract them over here. You gonna run over here. You grab this arm. I grab this arm. You gonna punch. Go straight for the eyes. Like, somebody do something. Anywho, so Dray, you have a upcoming dentist appointment. And I would just like to talk about, so I recently had a dentist appointment and I gotta go back, but why do the dentists choose these moments when they got all this stuff in your mouth they want to ask you questions?
And they know I can't, like,
another late night question.
She does this all the time too.
And I love my dentist. I love her. She knows my whole family. She knows our kids. Everything. How's everything going? Everything. And I'm scared that you're gonna clip my lip or my tongue.
You got that little hook, Captain Hook thing in my. No, I'ma wait.
I never forget. I was getting a fill-in drill all in my mouth, and she was like, well, how is Dray been doing? I think he's on the calendar to come back. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, okay, he on the calendar to come back. She paused. And then she was like, oh, are you asleep? No, ma'am, you have a drill in my mouth. I do not want to talk to you right now.
Well, is that the thing that be going around?
Yes.
When she had it, like, wherever that thing is, my tongue, I make sure my tongue is way on the other side of the mouth. Like, you would not accidentally clip my damn tongue.
Then another thing that'd be so funny, she always, your mouth is full of water. They just doing all the water. And she put the little tube in to suction it. And I keep my mouth closed because I'm trying to get all the suction. She be like, you can let loose now. No, I can't.
There's still something in there.
There's still suction. There's still water in my mouth, ma'am.
Yeah.
I need to ask her next time, like, do y'all not learn these things? Stop asking me these personal questions as soon as you get all this in my mouth, ma'am. I cannot do it.
Then I feel like, if I do answer, if it's not in my mouth, I'm wasting time because she got to wait on me to answer the question. Yeah.
I'm trying to hear if it answer real quick, okay? Okay, so, I don't even know if I want to talk about him right now. I feel like everybody's weighing in on him.
Boy, them white folk won't let him loose on the social media.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm talking about I don't care what the post is about. It could be about a sitcom that you ain't seen in a minute. Oh, there's the diddler. Bitch, what?
Like, how did that come into play?
Like,
yeah.
You ain't fooling me, did it? Bro, what? Please, like, I get it. It's ha.
Yeah.
But let it go.
I promise you.
Let it
So
go.
I've been following the trial, and I have continued to follow it. And I'm not here to give you guys a breakdown of the trial because I'm sure you've heard it. I am so nervous, and I don't have any skin in the game, but I don't know where the prosecutors are going with this case, because right now it seems like everything they're showing us is just domestic. Where is the human trafficking?
Oh yeah.
Where is the racketeering? And I know that they keep saying we're early in it, but I'm just like, I wish they had to present like us an outline or agenda or something, like on what days you gonna be talking about that, because we know what's in well,
I ain't know all that stuff you told me.
we knew some of the stuff that was
I ain't know none about
which
it.
is crazy. But I always told y'all something was wrong with Diddy. He make good bops. I ain't gonna take that from him. But at the end of the day, that man looked like something's wrong with him. I also don't want to negate the fact that I forgot they said that, in the beginning, he wasn't like his mama. His mama was having freak offs. And he was he knew about them. I said, dude, what? Now, of course, she wasn't calling them freak offs, but she was having orgies at her home in the 80s. What? I said,
It's a gnat on your glass, so don't drink that.
Not it's a gnat on my glass. How dare you? Anywho, so I'm not even gonna get into the Diddy stuff. Maybe we'll get here one day, but I don't want to give a full synopsis. Again, I feel like people have heard a lot. All I gotta say is y'all do not know people.
Yeah.
And the way that man was around here, what? Allegedly? And I be trying not to judge people, but it's hard not to judge people when you hear things that are far-fetched that you don't practice in yourself.
Right. But when I tell you, when people get that kind of money, some people they just start doing dumb shit or living out their fantasies that they had, when they were regular people, and they just take it too far.
Yeah, so like the whole voyeurism.
I don't know what that is.
So to watch people have sex. That to me is not, if you watch porno,
Right, and then, people have sex parties all the time.
Okay, exactly. So I'm just like, yeah. But it's what's happening there, the instruction of it, that you can't leave.
And then hiring of the male sex workers or whatever.
The escorts.
Like, that's crazy.
And what they are being instructed to do.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
And then when you start introducing like bodily fluids no, we're not.
I had no idea.
I'm not doing this. You can go ahead and take me out of here because the answer is no. I ain't gonna be able to do it. But I can understand that if he's threatening y'all life. Now, again, I always said the man look a little crazy. Who is he threatening? Really, his money is really long. But you blowing up cars and breaking in houses and you paying people to do it. Too much for me.
Yeah.
Too much. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll give you guys a recap as we get a little deeper into the trial. Let's talk about
sex, baby. Let's talk about.
I don't know if I want to lead with sex right now. I can just get to talk about Diddy. No. I kind of want to separate the two because people don't get confused.
Well, no, I was just singing the song because you.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about her real quick because I'm gonna give her 5 seconds of non-ness. Racism is so lucrative, and I don't know why this just became like an aha moment for me. But do you know this Hendrix lady from Minnesota? So you've seen that. So those who don't know,
who raised that money?
Her name is Shiloh Hendrix. I think it's Shiloh, but I know her last name is Hendrix. She basically called out a 5-year-old in this video. She called him the N-word for allegedly because he was stealing something from her diaper bag or stole something from her. It's a 5-year-old. Even if he did steal, it's a 5-year-old. Yeah. How far was he gonna go? You could have told his mama. There's 1,000 scenarios. Do what? But I don't believe the story at all. The fact that the organization raised all this, so this was a week ago, they had raised $706,000 to help protect her family because her life was being threatened. Do what?
And initially, the thing was raised because she started it as soon as the video went viral.
Because she was scared to lose her job.
She thought she was going to lose her job, which, racists are nowadays.
And so this was put into place. If I lose my job, this is my income.
Yep. And so once, just like racists, when they say, oh, a fellow racist, they did something, let me help out. So, it blew up.
And it's crazy because I went under, so the name of the organization is Give, Send, Go. I went up under the organization's website to kind of see what she had raised, but I didn't know there was a comment section. So there's this comment section where you can see who gave. Some people are anonymous, but they can make comments onto here. And some of the comments was like, finally, somebody's saying what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
We're tired of walking on eggshells for these ends. And somebody needs to be able to just say what we want to say to them.
Yeah.
What? Y'all, this type of a 5-year, like, this just further lets you know that hate is real. It is very lucrative. But like I said, we are not our ancestors. And y'all gonna mess around and find out. Such as the people who went into the bar in Georgia and effed around and found out. So apparently the Klan, they were Klansmen, decided they was gonna go to a black bar or a bar that had majority black people in it.
Yeah.
And you were gonna go in there and start doing racial slurs and threatening folks, this, that, and the third. And they got unalived real quick. Like, because what did you think this was?
Don't play like that. Don't play with yourself like that. And then another guy, I don't know where this was, but he went in the bar and he was really drunk and he was just spewing out the N-word. And, them folks told him to leave. He wouldn't leave and he kept going. And they jumped his tail and stripped him naked and beat they ain't unalive but they beat the wheels off of him.
So that happened in the city that I'm working in. A guy came into a bar that it wasn't really a black bar, but again, it just had majority black people were there that night. And he came in and started doing all this pro-Trump. And when I tell you they went in on him and he had to leave the bar and he called the cops and da-da-da-da. And the cops got there and was like, you don't have to be at that establishment. Why are you there? And he got so pissed at them for like taking the other people's side. He was like, they don't have to let you in there. Like, it's a drinking establishment for one. If they feel like you're drunk too much, they have the right to turn you away. But it's a private business. They can tell you to leave at any moment. All I say is, these folks is crazy.
Just know I ain't recording nothing. I ain't trying to let you lose your job. I'm just gonna knock you out.
Yeah, because we don't have time for it. I don't have time. So we went down memory lane thinking about amusement parks then versus now and how privileged kids can act now. So you remember going to Carowinds, Six Flags? You went to these places growing up? It really needed to be like an amusement park. King's Dominion. What y'all do? If you went, you either went with all your family, distant cousins, everybody, aunts, uncles, grandma. We all packed in that van, or you went with the church.
Yep, I was about to say that.
You're going to get that church van, that 15-passenger van, going to have 22 people in it. Somebody is sitting on laps. I remember sitting on you know how they had like the little wheelbarrow thing?
Ooh, you sat on that.
Sat on that the whole ride to Carowinds. Okay, now it probably was about an hour ride, but still. Did we take money to buy food at the concessions?
No, we packed, you packed that on.
You had that cooler. Your mama that morning had that cooler shit. That
like lunch field
meat.
Trips,
Okay, lunch meat, bottles of water wrapped in aluminum foil. And
if you was lucky, you had some Lunchables.
Listen, we ain't never had no Lunchables. We had just the regular meat, sandwich bread, some chips, and the bag of chips had to be shared amongst all of us. Get your little plate, pour your little chips on there. I remember like going to the water park and, now you have these fast pass or easy pass where you can skip the line. You think our mama paying $20, $30, $40?
I don't even know if that existed then, but if it did, we gonna wait in line.
You're gonna stand in that line for an hour for that 15-second roller coaster or that 15-second water slide. We do not care. And then it promptly at 12, 1 o'clock, whatever the set time is, y'all all gonna meet up at this spot. Y'all gonna walk y'all tail
Back to the van.
all the way back to the van.
Get you some lunch.
To get you some lunch. Mama, can we get a pretzel from the stand? No, you cannot. We got chips in the car. What are you talking about? But those was the days. Those were the days. Like, I think, of course, I wanted to go to concession stands and you want to do all these things. But when you look back on it, you like, I had some good times. Now, kids, I was talking with one of the students at the Leadership Academy, and he was saying, like, not only do you got to now give your kids money to get in the park, but now they need all this money for food. Like, they need lunch, they need snacks, they need things. So his child was going with another family to King's Dominion. No, Six Flags. It was Six Flags over Georgia. And he was like, I got to pay for the admission, but then I had to give the mom some money for her breakfast, and then money for the concessions, snacks for the concessions, and dinner to get back home. I said something, okay, well, how much money did you end up giving? $200? He gave his daughter $400. I said, $400? She is 12.
Oh, no.
12? What is she eating? He was like,
I think that's a little steep.
He gave her $400. Well, I think he gave the mom like gas money, the chip on gas money. But then he was like, they're gonna stop for like a quick breakfast, but they were gonna eat dinner.
Yeah.
Like stop at a restaurant. So he was like, I don't really know where that is, and I want her to be able to pick whatever she wants to eat. But they had all these snacks throughout the day. Baby, you better cut you up some aluminum, get you some pizza.
You better came back with some change. Where my change at? I know you ain't spent $400.
Then he was like, oh, you know, she likes to buy like the little souvenirs, the teddy bears, the souvenir. Bruh, we got 2 kids.
We probably do the same for them.
Y'all ain't gonna be able to get that's $800.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know if I'm gonna spend $800.
If we go as a family, it's gonna be even more expensive.
Yeah. And we already talking about going to
Disney World. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But just thinking about it brought up so many memories of like going to amusement parks back in the day. And then another thing, like he said, he was telling the mom, like he put like the Apple tracker on his daughter. Yeah. And then he was telling the mom, like, I don't want her by herself. Don't just let them roam the park. Child, back in our day, we go through that gate, ding, ding. My mama said, meet back at 12 o'clock to eat lunch. And we were gone.
No, we
went, I was
not at 12. At 12?
Well, I'm saying I wasn't by myself. I was with a group of friends. But as long as we were in the park, my mama did not care. Like, and I know you ain't talking because you used to walk yourself to kindergarten. Okay, so we're not even going to go there. But I said, you can't do that in today's society because there's perverts and sex offenders, and you just be like, what? You can't do nothing. Let me look down my list and see if I had anything else. I do have something else. Do you have anything?
I got a couple things.
Because I could always push that to another episode.
Talked about some of the things I wanted to talk about.
I don't know. You may have something different. Because I think this last topic I'm going to save for next episode.
Well, I'm going to ask you this.
Oh, God.
And I should have asked you this in the beginning when we were doing the little
questions of the day.
Questions of the day. But I'm asking anyway.
Okay.
If you were single and you was in an apartment, you had an apartment.
Yes, I did have an apartment.
And the apartment was, let's say, $1,800 a month. Would you have sex with your landlord in exchange for 2 months free rent? One time sex, one time with your landlord.
Okay. If I was single, my answer is no, because my landlord was women. And then the one landlord I had that was a man, he was old, like he was.
Okay, let's say it was him.
He was, okay.
And he wanted some of that jack tail.
He was 80-something years old.
He wanted some of that jack tail.
He was this color.
He wanted some of that jack tail.
He wouldn't have got none of this. This is a privilege. This is an honor.
Okay, let's say you are.
Okay, so he was young, he looked good. No.
What if you are a struggling mother No, you're a single mother.
No.
You wouldn't do it?
No. Do you know how many problems gonna be created? What if we get in there and you don't like it? Still want you to get out. What if you get in there and you get hooked to it? Now I gotta give you something every other day, or you threaten to kick me out.
If you have my rent free for 2 more months, sure.
2 months is nothing for this pool 9. What?
If my landlady say,
cheap and easy. That's what you are. You're cheap and easy.
if my landlady say she can give me 2 months rent, and all I gotta do is play in that thing, I'm going to recess.
So then what happens if she see another female coming to your apartment? She's jealous now.
What's she jealous about?
Because you
Well, this is transactional.
I know she got in there.
This is transactional.
And what you gave her, she liked.
This is purely transactional. But
Nah, see, I'm be in my head too much for something like that.
That's real.
I
get what you're saying. So
it's messy, and
that's a good answer.
I want you to stop dropping that phone on this table.
Oh, it's picking up on what you
got your microphone down here.
Let's talk about this.
Oh gosh.
And I should have you pull up the article, but there was this Illinois man who I think was just sentenced. Mm-hmm. So he unalived a man for giving a compliment to his girlfriend. Saying something like your hair was nice, your leg, something. It was something, it wasn't.
So this wasn't even a derogatory.
It wasn't sexual, it wasn't nothing like that. It was like, ooh, your hair nice, or you look good. And I don't know. It was something small like that. And that somehow.
He unalived the person in that moment. Like,
yep.
Your hair looks nice. Oh, pow, pow, pow.
Yep.
What?
And so
was the hair nice?
I don't know, but social media found his girlfriend, and the black woman is going crazy. The girlfriend is black, he's black, but the black woman's going crazy. Like, these guys out here is crashing out, as the young people say, over this.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter what she looked like, but when I seen her, I'm like, bro,
what? Your anger management. Somebody can't even give you.
But you can halfway justify if she was a Halle Berry or R.E. Lennox.
To him, she is obviously because he killed for her. And that's in your eyes, but in his eyes, some
guys have to prove that they are the tough guy.
And I don't know
I have no doubt in my mind that that's all this was. He has to prove that he was the tough guy. He was the big guy. You're not gonna.
You don't know that man personally.
I don't know him personally, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
But that's like, you can't control yourself enough that somebody gave somebody was she offended by the comment? Like,
no, she welcomed it. But
that's great. I would never be with somebody who no one can give me a compliment. You should be happy that somebody's giving me a compliment. If nobody ever gave me a compliment, would it?
But these young people, like, I don't know where their head is. Like, that is. So now you about to spend the rest of your life, if they don't have what you call
the death penalty
in that state.
Oh, Louisiana definitely has death penalty.
Not Louisiana, it's Illinois. I think one girl said they don't, but she said they should bring it back because what the F?
I ain't gonna say he should die, I know he's sitting here like.
Damn, maybe I should
maybe I shouldn't have done it because
that was just dumb.
Like you said, a harmless comment,
right.
Like. And if you that caught up, you ain't try to, so you just escalated straight to unaliving somebody. You ain't try to argue with her. You ain't throw no punch. You just, I'm gonna pick up a pistol and kill you.
Or better yet, hey bro, don't speak to my girl. That's all you had to say. Even that was too much for me.
Yeah, that's too much.
But just say,
like, why didn't you
leave it at that? Like,
he went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
Because do what? And as the girlfriend, like, do you still talk to him? Because I'm not. You have some problems.
And if they do, somebody in the comments said she gonna visit him in jail, and he gonna somehow make it her fault.
Yeah.
And she gonna sit there and believe that mess.
I cannot. Yeah.
Do better, young people.
Do better. Okay, it's summer 2025.
And us as old people, we have to be mentoring these young people. especially if you see that they're lost and, you know, going down the wrong path.
Yeah, I definitely agree. All right, beautiful people. I don't think we have any more to add for today. And my last time topic, I am going to push it to episode 74.
Which one is that?
That's the one that we did right off of the cruise. But I feel like we can do a whole episode just kind of surrounding that bedroom talk.
Ooh, spicy.
All right, guys. Well, it is Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys, it is the unofficial start of summer. I hope you guys have a safe summer. And in the words of Sonic, make smart choices. That's my advice for this week. Make smart choices.
Is that what Sonic said?
Yeah, so the what's her name? Tika Sumner. She's on Sonic 3. She was like, so Sonic was getting ready to go somewhere. She was like, Sonic, remember what I always told you? He was like, I know, make smart choices. So anyways, our kids was in the store the other day and I kept saying that to them and it got them to calm down. So it's the phrase for this week. Anyways, all right, guys and ladies, it has been real. We will see you next week.